guys, and welcome to Nmami Live. Today we are going to be doing something really interesting, something that is my favorite. It's a low impact cardio, and which is obviously high intensity, and you're going to be burning a lot of calories, but at the same time it's a low impact. It is really important when it comes to staying fit, losing weight, or building any kind of I guess there's some network issue. Alright, I'm so sorry about this little network issue that's happening. So we are going to be talking about diet for all those of you who just joined in, and we're going to be talking about the basic equipment that I personally feel every household should have so that your fitness does not suffer no matter what happens outside in the world. And then we're going to be doing a very low impact cardio workout that you can do at any place. And why I first chose to do this low impact is because there is least risk of injury, and especially for mothers postpartum, I think it just works the best. And I personally, my knees can't bear the high intensity interval training. I personally feel that a low impact cardio or a low impact training works for me much better, and believe me, it does equally take your heart rate up. So I'm going to first start with talking about diet, and then quickly come and show you some of the equipment that I have right here with me. I'm going to show you something that is very basic and that I feel you should have at home. When we talk about food, food is very important. Everybody understands, it's something that is in the back of your head all the time. Every time you're eating a meal which is not healthy, believe me, I feel every person knows it for a fact that, or whatever lifestyle for that matter. Even kids understand that they aren't eating something very healthy. So we all understand that how important food is, and it is even more when you are going to start a journey to being fit and to losing weight. That's when it becomes even more important, because that means you already come from a place where you've been not eating very healthy food. So what happens when you actually work out a lot, but then you are not eating healthy food, you're not eating food that your body really needs, so your effort is kind of wasted. But at the same time, I feel when you are on a fitness journey and you want to do everything together, for example, start out on a particular diet and go all out to the gym and change your entire lifestyle all at once, I feel like it becomes a little too much, because we have to understand that as human beings, as normal All right, I am so sorry. I have no idea what's happening to the internet. Without wasting any time, I'll just get back to it again. It is very important that you eat healthy food. I am just going to take the questions later at the end. So in case you are not attending the full live, the video is going to be saved on the IGTV, so you can come back and listen if you put out a question and I'm answering that. So food is very important. What I personally recommend is that you start slow, and whatever you choose to do with your food or your exercise, just do small, take baby steps, make small changes that become your habit, and don't overdo things that it becomes just too much for you and you give up altogether. And one very important thing I feel is that you should make the change till the time it doesn't feel like you're making an effort to do it. Whether it is just making a small little change, adding a breakfast, that probably you were never having before, or something like this. I mean, on Nmami Life itself, there's so many tips, some such nice recipes right out here, and I feel like just when every time you're going to eat something which is not so healthy and you choose to make an alternative dish which is healthy, you are on the right track. So even making that little change makes a lot of difference. So you start small, and that's how it is. Now when it comes to food, a lot of people just assume that there is going to be one perfect diet that everybody needs, and you're going to have this one diet and you're going to just start off and you'll have everything sorted for yourself. Let me tell you, there is no perfect diet in the world, and that nobody can get into your body and see what works for you. So whoever you choose to follow, whatever diet you choose to follow, you have to see what works for you, what food items are good for you, and the most important thing, whether that diet or whatever program you decide to follow, or even if normal healthy eating, how sustainable that would be in your lifestyle. So the kind of job you have, the kind of routine you have, you have to see what fits in well. Do not force yourself to do something that doesn't even fit in your schedule, and it adds to more stress for you. So very important thing that you choose to whatever little basic change that you want to make to your diet and eat healthy, or choose healthy food at the start, or maybe just eat healthy breakfast, or change your dinner and just eat a good healthy dinner meal every single day, unless and until it becomes a part of your life and it doesn't feel like extra effort. So I'm just going to cut short the diet part here. There are so many tips out there available on Nmami Life itself. You guys can check that out. And because that connection is being really bad today, I'm going to quickly first show you the equipments, basic things that I feel every household should have. So that no matter what happens outside in the world, your health is not affected. You are able to exercise, you are able to keep fit. So I'm going to show you this, considering that there are a lot of women who are going to be listening to me and would be interested to know what is it, something specific that a woman should have specifically in the equipment. So I'm going to show you that also. I'm going to start with showing you. And these are some of the equipments that we will also be using in the lives in the coming weeks. Of course, the first thing that I'm going to show you is the dumbbells. I'm sure everybody knows. And I feel at this point of time, dumbbells are something that kind of stay in every household, But when I talk of dumbbells, the first question would be, how do you decide what is the weight that you should buy? Because when you go out there to buy dumbbells, or even online, you'll see this, all the weights out there, and you'll be confused. So what I suggest is, especially for women who do not understand much about all of this, I feel like 2 kgs is something that is very regular for a woman to lift even in the house. Even your baby would weigh anything between 2.5 or 3, like women are used to picking up that much weight. So I feel 2 kg or a 3 kg dumbbell would be perfect to begin with. If you're new, absolutely new to training, and if you're somebody who's already training, then I'm sure you know already that what weight is comfortable for you, and maybe one a little more higher on the range, so that you can gradually overload. So you start with anything between 2 to 3, that should be good, and that should be easy for you to lift without having the fear of any kind of injury. So dumbbells, you definitely need dumbbells in every house. The next equipment would be, it's a big one, so I don't have it here with me. It would be a rod, a simple basic rod, iron rod, that I feel you should have, because there's so much that you can do with it. Now I'm going to be showing you these two very nice resistance bands. They are also called booty bands. I feel there's so much that you can do, especially women, for your legs and your glutes, even your abs. There's so much that you can do with this. They're very cheap. So many brands available out there. So I feel these kind of, with different intensity, you should have these bands for sure. And also tubes like these. These are also again resistant tubes, and this is another resistant band. There are different varieties, different intensities, and different lengths. So you can just have something really basic to begin with, something just this and this. Low intensity if you're new to training altogether, and something that I really like are my ankle weights. These are 1 kg. I feel this is the minimum that you should buy to begin with. A half kg would be really less. This is something that I've had with me since I started working out. So 1 kg should be good. Again, you can do so much with ankle weights. So I feel this little stuff is something that you should definitely have. Of course, you can have so much more, but this is something that I'm sure it's going to help you a lot. So now without wasting any time, since the neck is so bad, we're going to start with the low impact cardio that you can do at home anytime without any risk of injury. If you're somebody whose knees can't take it anymore like me, then this makes a really good workout. This makes a really good cardio to take your heart rate up. Now it is low impact does not mean that it's not going to take your heart rate up. It will definitely. If you're going to do it with me right now, you will see it. But even if you do it later, you will realize that it will take your heart rate up even if it is low impact. So I'm just going to put everything on the side, and then we're going to start this. Alright, so we're going to do something really basic and something really easy first that I feel everybody can do regardless of your age. So we're going to just go and touch the knee. So just so that I'm able to tell you later how many calories I've burned, I'm going to just switch on my watch and let's start. So you go 1, 2, easy at your pace, 3, 4, 5, 6. In case you're not doing this with me, please save it. I'm sure you're going to love this one. Okay, so we're going to just put our hands over here and we're going to go up like this, touching the heel with the hip. So I'm going to show you again. 1, 2, 3, 4, like that. So in the same way, we just do this and we start to open the arm. And just in case you missed my previous videos, you must go and start with a warm-up first. But this is really low impact, so you can actually just start with this itself. Alright, we're going to continue doing this and this. So just keep moving, go at your own pace. So you could just do, and we're doing all these exercises just one after the other. So when we're done with this, then you can take a 1 minute rest and start back again. Just keep going. You could even put up a timer and do 30 seconds. Okay, we're going to go down in the squat position and go front, back, front, back. Just keep going. Go at your own pace. If you feel like you can't go really fast, go slow, but just keep going. Right? Just keep going. So you could just time this and do this for 30-40 seconds and then move on to the other exercise without taking the rest. I'm just taking rest to tell you what we're doing. So we're doing this next. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, really fast. As fast as you can. And then we go on the other side. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So you could either do numbers, or you could time it like I told you. These are very low impact, and I personally prefer these over, like you can see, I'm telling you they may be low impact, but they're definitely taking your heart rate up. So if somebody's doing it with me, you can just leave me a thumbs up. So the next exercise we do is we take our leg back and hand up. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Right? And then we take our hands up. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11, 14, 15, 20. There you go. 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and you go back. 2, 3, 4. So that's how you do this. If you have any other questions, you can just put them behind, and once I'm done with this workout, I'm going to tell you, I'm going to answer all of them. So like I said, I'm only pausing because I'm going to be talking to you in between. Otherwise, you do not need to pause, and you continue doing these exercises one after the other. And so let's start with the other one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now again, I'm doing it fast because probably I'm used to. You go really slow if you can't. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Alright. One other side. 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Alright, I'm actually starting to sweat already. So we go down here in the squat position, and we take our foot out. Easy, right? 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. And we go this side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 11, 12, 13, 14, 20. There you go. So now we're going to touch this part with the knee, like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. So you could do like this, or you could just do this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm just doing it because we have less time. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And the same fashion we're now going to be doing. Keep your hand at the back of your head, and we're going to bring this out like this. I will answer all your questions as soon as I'm done. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is Really simple and really easy. It is easy. It is very low impact, but it's going to definitely take your heart rate up. So the next exercise that we're doing is this and take it down up here. So it's like a pull up and a crunch. Like a pull down and a crunch. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Again, just go slow. Go at your own pace. If you can't, go fast, go slow. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There you go. And we're going to go down in the squat position and just punch. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Obviously, you time it. Alright, so the next exercise that we're doing is right up here, back up here again. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We're gonna go down in the squat position and take our foot out. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So, like I told you, this is going to take your heart rate up, and this is a very good low impact cardio. Make sure you keep your water with you and you're hydrated. So this is a very simple, a very basic, very low impact cardio that you can do at home, and it's going to take your heart rate up and help you burn those calories without having to worry about any injury or without having to worry about any stress on your knees. So that's about the workout. I'm just gonna, like you can see, I'm already sweating. This is barely 15 minutes of workout, so you can imagine if you're doing this for half an hour, you're going to burn good calories. Also, my heart rate right now is 180 BPM, so you can imagine that this is so low impact and I could still manage to get my heart rate right up there. So I'm going to see if we have any questions that I can answer for you, and then, alright. Alright, so okay, while I'm checking the questions, then okay, so somebody has asked me if their mom can get into weightlifting. Ideally, anybody can get into weightlifting unless and until you are advised by the doctor not to. So if there is no health condition, just check up with your doctor, and every age is a good age to start lifting. And weightlifting has numerous benefits. I can't even, if I go on, I'll just go on and on for how many benefits weightlifting has, especially for women and especially when you're aging, So definitely she can. Yes, so somebody's asked me what is the importance of protein while building muscle mass. So I think the first sentence that you learn in standard 6th or 5th maybe is that protein are building blocks of the body. So the strength training that you do, any kind of workout that you do, you have to fuel your body. So protein is the one that's going to build your body up. Obviously carbohydrates and fat too, but protein is really important when it comes to muscle mass. If you're not fueling your body enough, it's going to be very hard for your body to build that muscle, which could lead to so many problems, which I personally also faced. But I'm not talking about that now. But let me tell you, please, if you are weight training or if you're doing any exercise, make sure you're having enough protein. And by protein, I do not mean protein powders. I mean enough protein from your food source. If you cannot, then obviously you need to supplement. But please do not be low on protein if you're weight training specifically. How much cardio is important? So, how much cardio? Well, it depends on what your goal is and what really is that you want to do in your fitness journey. So for example, if you want to lose weight, you might want to, if you want to cut down on your fat percentage on the body, you might want to do a little more cardio. And otherwise, if you are strength training, you are burning enough calories, some people might just not do cardio at all. So it basically kind of depends on your goal and your body. So I think your coach would be better at telling you that. Okay, let me see if there's any other question. Oh yes, okay, so somebody asked me, strength training can also affect weight loss. Yes, of course, strength training is going to help you also weight loss, and by weight loss I mean fat loss. Because when you're strength training, you are burning calories, and the best part about strength training is that during cardio you are burning calories right there and then, for whatever your heart rate is. But when you're strength training, you are burning much more calories even in the resting phase as compared to somebody who is not strength training. So wouldn't you want that, you're just sitting and you're burning double the calorie as compared to somebody who's not strength training? So like I said, I could just go on and on with the benefits of strength training, and one of which is obviously weight loss. So yes, it helps in weight loss because you're burning calories. Okay. Is Pilates better or weight training? There's just so much happening. There's so much available out there. The idea is just to stay fit, to stay, active, and to keep moving. It's very important that you choose something that you love. For example, I love strength training. Okay, I just absolutely love it. I would just love swimming. But I have. Somebody would probably love CrossFit. So you have to see that whatever you choose to do to stay fit is something that you love. You shouldn't be forced to do it, and it shouldn't feel like a job, because then you will not be able to go very long with it. So make sure you love what you're doing. Muscle mass affects mobility. Mobility, obviously you have to do drills to keep yourself to increase mobility. There's so much that you can do, but if you are not doing any of it, I really don't feel like it's something that it's not like muscle mass is going to affect the mobility as long as you are working on it. If you're not, of course, then it has nothing to do with muscle mass actually. What is the role of calcium? Just like any other guys, obviously if you're training or not training, you have to make sure that you're having enough, you are up on your multivitamins, and you're getting, honestly speaking, I'm not a fan of supplements outside, but just make sure that you're eating good healthy food, and you really don't have to worry about anything as long as your diet is good. That's it. Working out in winters. Well, working out throughout the year is important, so please do that. Okay, so if you have osteoporosis, please consult with your doctor before you start to do anything, because your bones are weak and you really don't want to add to more damage. Alright, I think I've answered so many of them. You cannot get injuries because of muscle mass. You're probably getting injuries because you aren't warming up enough. 1, 2, 4. So please warm up properly. Make sure your body is nicely warmed up and you're doing the correct exercise with the correct form. and you should avoid injuries. Alright, I think I've answered a lot of them. Okay, I've answered most of the questions, and but if still there's something that you would want to ask, you can just put it down in the comment box and I will come back and answer that there. So cardio is very important, weight training is equally important. I would again say choose something that you love so that it doesn't feel like a task, or it doesn't feel like it's too much, or you know, it just kind of reflects in your body. So choose something that you love, and believe me, you'll just keep going in it, and you will love to explore everything new that comes with it. And when it comes to diet, please, my only advice is please focus on good healthy food. Consciously see what's on your plate, and that will make a huge difference, because I think there's this basic education about food that you get in your 5th or your 6th standard. Whenever you start science, I think this is something that you learn right in the beginning. So we all know what is good for us. Just open your eyes, be conscious about the food that you're putting inside your body and what you're fueling yourself with, especially if you're training. So that's it, and have a happy, safe Diwali, you guys, and thank you so much for being here with me. Any doubts you have, just put it down below and I will answer them. Thank you so much for being here with me, and I will see you next Tuesday. Bye.